Now that we are in the winter season, our mood tends to be affected. This is why I want to give you some recommendations that can help you to feel better during this season. But before we begin, I would like to ask a few people on the street what do they do to feel fine during this season. So let's see what they said.
I enjoy being at home a lot and snuggle up cozily on my sofa and drink a warm tea. But I also like the weather outside, to do some walks, to be if you are really dressed up well.
To manage my mood, I drink a matcha latte at Neo Society. It's my favorite spot here in Munich. And yeah, I drink it and I'm feeling better.
I drink coffee, a lot of coffee, and also listen a lot of music.
Now that we have seen what others do, I want to talk a bit about the winter blues and provide you with some strategies to cope better with it. I know that at this point you might be wondering why am I doing all this? And let me tell you, one of my dreams is to collaborate with an institution dedicated to improving the well-being and mental health of individuals. It truly passions me, and I am incredibly excited to contribute to building a better world. So I want to provide you with much resources as possible to live a plenty and fulfilled life. For this reason, here are 7 recommendations that I am sure that will help you to face this winter season and low light. The first recommendation I want to start with is to be kind to yourself and remember that almost everyone goes through this phase. This time of the year is characterized by a lack of sunlight, and research supports the fact that the lack of light directly affects us. The second recommendation is to consult a doctor. Sometimes the discomfort due to the lack of light is linked to our levels of vitamin D. So if you feel sadder, more discouraged, or even more pessimistic than usual, it's advisable to see a doctor to check your vitamin D levels and potentially recommend you a supplement. The third recommendation is try to get outside and be in the open air. Research also shows that even on gray days, there's beneficial light that we can absorb. The fourth recommendation is to engage in physical activity, which doesn't always have to be vigorous exercise. If you don't like extreme physical activity, you cannot go for a walk. Remember that walking also has very positive effects on your health and enhances your creativity. By the way, if you find the information I am providing in this video helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, share it, and also let me know how you are doing following these suggestions. The fifth recommendation is to break your routine, especially when you are feeling stuck in a negative mood. Try doing different things, and I don't mean anything complicated. Sometimes the simple activities like washing your hands and focusing on the sensation of the water on your hands can be enough. The sixth recommendation, which I promote in almost all my videos, is to meditate. Even if it's only for a few minutes, meditation will help you to clear your mind and will bring you back to a state of well-being. The seventh recommendation is to appreciate how this season is also teaching us something. Remember that nature is one of the best life teachers, and winter is a time when trees shed their leaves to make way for new ones in the future. Winter is a symbol of renewal, so with patience and kindness towards yourself, appreciate this time during which you are likely going through internal changes, just like the trees losing their leaves is preparing you for rebirth and renewal in the future. The eighth recommendation is to consider psychotherapy or counseling. Usually seeking for professional help can provide us with an external perspective that can help us to overcome the situation. Finally, the ninth and last recommendation is to practice self-compassion. Remember that this moment is probably difficult for you, but it's also difficult for everyone. That's why I want to guide you through a short self-compassion practice that you can use when you feel overwhelmed and distressed. So let's go.
Now, sit in a comfortable position with a straight spine. Place your hands on your lap or somewhere where they feel comfortable. In this space you are in, take a few breaths. Notice how with each inhale you become more present, and with each exhale you release the stress you carry. So inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And for some minutes, focus your attention on your breathing. Whenever your mind wanders and gets caught up in thoughts, remember that it's completely normal, and gently return your focus to observing the flow of your breath. Now bring to your mind the difficulty you are currently experiencing. It could be the fatigue you feel, missing someone, or something else. Imagine this concern as a great smoke, symbolizing this suffering. But envision that you can help yourself to confront this situation by inhaling this smoke. Inhaling this smoke signifies that you are accepting it rather than running away or avoiding the situation. Inhale this difficulty. And imagine that with each inhale of this gray smoke, the strength and courage with which you are doing this transforms it. So you inhale this gray smoke, and at the center of you there's a bright pearl that represents a wiser part from yourself. Let this bright pearl transform the suffering. So when you exhale, you release all the resources you need to alleviate this suffering. Repeat this. Inhale this gray smoke and allow this bright pearl to transform it. And when you exhale, exhale a golden air, a light that bathes you and fills you with peace, strength, wisdom, patience, compassion, kindness, and love. Here, if you like, you can also reflect that love and compassion toward yourself with a gentle smile. And from this space you are in, remember that there are probably other people in the world right now going through a similar difficulty. So consider that when you exhale, this golden air filled with resources you also share this with all the people suffering from the same thing as you. I hope they are well. I hope they are also well. Notice how offering to others what you also need strengthens you. With this, you are also giving seeds of happiness. So as you close this practice, allow yourself to return gently and with a new perspective to the present moment.